bluff right there. I don't think he was
Nah,
really
I ain't
finna
gonna
go
lie
through
to
with
you.
that.
Like, but that nigga wasn't phased at all though. Like he was ready to, hey, he was
I
ready
don't
to boss that
see.
nigga though.
See, I don't know, cause I feel like at that point he's too damn strong. I don't think Obito was that strong yet, cause that's before he got the running guy.
No, but you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it. Like before that, at 15, he was fighting Minato.
I don't know. Minato kind of overrated though. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying
Stop
Minato
it.
weak or
Stop
nothing.
it.
I'm not
Stop
saying
it.
Minato is weak or nothing. But when you put Minato, he caps out at where Naruto was when he fought fucking Nagato in the war. That's where Minato cap out at. I ain't even gonna hold you. Why? Because the whole narrative implication behind the whole thing was that Naruto was catching up to and surpassing Minato all throughout Shippuden. The first time they compared him to Minato, it was like, oh, we're gonna teach you to learn the Rasen Shuriken. It was a jutsu so strong even the fourth Hokage couldn't do it. And then it was like once he learned how to do the Rasen
You know what I
Shuriken.
fucking hate? You know what I hate?
Hmm.
Like throughout the whole part one of Naruto, I know that was his dad and everything, but they had that narrative where that the fourth Hokage was the strongest.
Yeah. Oh God. No. See, that's how it was. They did make it like that. They was
Yeah,
like
because
Hokage was
nigga,
that nigga. Like he was just unfuckwittable. And then you get to
yeah,
Shippuden, and then they start talking
it's
about Madara
Hashirama
in
and
the first
Hashi.
Hokage, and they like, yeah,
Right,
he's
nigga.
just, yeah, like he's just the pinnacle of Shinobi. Nobody has topped him. And it's like,
Nah, bro,
it's
because
like
you know who I. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, this fuck the third Hokage. I ain't gonna lie to you.
the third Hokage. I feel like he get too much hype.
Nah, nah,
Like,
it's not even, no, it's not that. I'm saying like, fuck that nigga, like that ass, fuck him.
yeah, I don't like him
Like, cause
either. See,
he had that nigga Naruto living on spoiled milk and noodles.
nah, see, this is how I will rank the
And told that
Hokage.
nigga, and that's on top of that, he told that nigga rent due on the first little nigga.
How's he
Like, bro,
charging? Now
that's crazy.
this is my ranking of the seven Hokage. Okay, at the top we got Naruto. Second place we got Hashirama. Third place, I'm gonna have to get that one to Tobirama. Nah,
I'll get up to Kakashi.
this one
Like
is
strongest,
interchangeable. I feel like
like strongest forms. I would say
oh,
Kakashi.
if we was talking about at their peak, yeah,
Yeah,
Kakashi would. No, if we was talking about at their peak, like fuck the Hokage status, but like all the people that became Hokage.
at they peak.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
like,
it was at their peak, it's going Naruto, Kakashi, Hashirama, Tobirama.
you put Kakashi over. Never mind.
Yeah, cause he folded Kaguya.
But Kamui is overpowered. Like that's the strongest jutsu in the.
It's not even the fact that it was just Kamui. He had six path chakra then.
True.
That's why he was that strong. So he had the six path
But
chakra
it's just
and
bro.
the Kamui.
But you got to keep in mind, like this nigga Obito, like when Kaji was changing dimensions, he linked. Like he had.
Yeah, and that nigga Obito, he was just, and yeah, Obito right there had six path chakra. And he was just like,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he was
That's
just
how
blue. He was like,
that's how
he was like, how the
that's
hell
how
was her shit this damn big? Like he was just blue. And then, and
like,
he had to take Sakura. I think yeah, people underestimate Sakura too right there because she had six path levels of chakra for no reason.
she got what?
She had six path levels of chakra. Like just in her reserves with her 100 healings, it was in the six paths tier for no reason. Like how the hell she built that up over 3 years? But Tsunade, how long? I mean, I know Tsunade used some of that chakra to like keep up her young appearance, but it really has to put in perspective.
But like, let's really be honest. How much is she? Like she's only using like 1% of chakra to keep up that normal appearance because transformation.
You would think that, but literally that's the only thing that would make sense why Tsunade also doesn't have that much chakra. Cause she couldn't keep up with Madara's chakra reserves. But here goes Sakura. She out here giving enough chakra to Obito, who already has six paths chakra, enough where he could just keep opening these portals without running out of chakra. And then even after she get roasted,
Hold on. Do we take in the factor that she had like Naruto gave her some of the Naruto chakra? Do you take in that or not?
No, she ran out of that. When she was healing, she lost that when she.
Nah, no, I know that, but like you know like how like it had turned off, but that's when you turned that shit back on. Like that's all.
No,
I thought it was
only
like
some
that.
people got it. A lot
No,
of niggas be
everybody got it
slipping up.
back.
Neji was one of the only people that didn't get any. All the shit
That was
Neji was
that
doing,
was because that was before.
it wasn't. That was back when
Yes.
they was fighting the Ten Tails. Hinata had it. She air palmed one of the Ten Tails hands with the
No, that
Nine
was
Tails
no,
chakra.
no, like he did, like he spread it the nine tail chakra after Neji died, like right after Neji died.
He did it twice. No, this is weird, cause he actually did do it twice. The first time he did it, he went around and touched everybody. And then after it ran out, remember how he got his Kurama chakra back and he went back into Kurama Link mode? Everybody got their cloak back. This was around the time Madara had came back to life and was just folding everybody. And he was standing on top of niggas' bodies and shit. Yeah, he
No,
disrespectful like that.
he got it back. Yeah, because it's weird, bro. It's weird because
I'm finna show you. Hold on.
you remember that whole little thing where like when Naruto was having a little moment, like
When he died.
like when no. It's like Obito, he already absorbed the Tentacles, right? Like Neji's already dead, and they already got the chakra,
Yeah.
and that shit turned off.
Yeah, he turned it back on. It's weird.
Like he turned it back on. He turned it. Hey, hold on, low key. He turned that shit off 3 times, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like he turned that shit on 3 times.
He turned it
Because
on
the other
around
one-
the time the cataclysm, and that's how everybody survived. He,
Yeah. And that's when the Kage, like when they came up.
yeah,
'Cause-
yeah. No, they didn't
No,
have
they
it right
didn't.
away.
No, he turned it off though.
Yeah, he turned it off.
He turned it off.
But then when they made the barrier and Obito finna kill the audience,
Him and Minato did that little shit.
Minato and him had turned it on, and since everybody, the chakra was connected to Naruto,
Yeah.
he teleported everybody out when he turned it back on. And then,
Yeah, that's when Shikamaru was fucking dying, and
yeah,
he got it back.
and then they did it again when Madara came back to life. It's
Yeah,
weird.
because Sai didn't have none either. Yeah. Like,
And
that's
Neji just didn't get it. Neji was just, he was don't get me wrong. Neji not up there, but the fact that his rotation was strong enough to repel the Ten Tails, like all of those damn raining wood splinters and shit, which niggas
think
is
that
low
was
key
just-
sleeping on. Niggas be trying to disrespect Neji, like, oh, he got killed by sticks. Like, come on now. Them same sticks was finna murder Naruto. He had to go sage mode and use Rasen shurikens, and it still wasn't enough to stop all of them. He was gonna get murdered
Okay.
because he ran out of chakra.
Nigga, if that's the case, nigga, that's the equivalent of a regular fucking kunai. Because a regular kunai can still kill Naruto, you know?
It can, like, but like the thing is, it wasn't. Those was moves from the Ten Tails, and that same
Yeah, I
shit was
know.
literally about to murder Naruto, and Neji jumped in the way. No, Naruto was gonna
Hinata.
die. Hinata jumped in the
Hinata.
way, and then Neji jumped in the way to save both of them.
You know what's crazy?
Because just before that, he did repel the Ten Tails attacks with the
Yeah,
rotation.
he did. No,
And that was just
no.
him. He didn't have no Nine Tails chakra.
No. A couple of them. Now that I'm thinking about it, was this after Neji died where a couple of them did the air palm? Like a couple
Yeah,
of
I think that. Yeah, no. Yeah, that was. No, that was
okay.
before. Cause they
Yeah,
did-
that was before because they
that was
had
like
them.
the-
Yeah.
and they was like the
That was
Hyuga are
before,
the
'cause they-
strongest clan in the leaf. They ain't lying.
Cap.
But like,
Cap.
it's not. But name one clan that's
shit
still
cap.
alive. Name one clan that was alive at that point, stronger than them.
Uzumaki, nigga.
Uzumaki is
One man
one
show.
nigga.
One man army, nigga.
That's not a clan if it's just one.
Shout out on Jutsu, nigga.
That's still just one. And Uchiha Sasuke is gone and everybody else is dead. So like, the only niggas you can argue up there is the Akamichi, because like Choji fighting out the ghetto statue, that shit is low key impressive. You can't even hold. Not even low key. That's high key impressive. You can't even hold him. He probably the only nigga in the Konoha 11 other than Naruto at that point that I will argue above Neji. Honestly. Well, that and Sakura. Choji, Sakura, and Naruto. Like Sakura, not Sakura at the beginning of the war, but like after
You
her
know what I
100 years and shit.
you know what I don't like.
Hmm.
Niggas like to say like Shikamaru is strong as shit. Shikamaru
He's
is not
not.
strong.
Well,
He's
in
just
Boruto
smart.
he is. He
Yeah,
shadow
in
possessed
Boruto
the
he
five
is.
Kage. He's like this. No
Nah,
joke.
he shadow possessed the five Kage trying to murk them niggas.
Yeah, he's no joke in the Boruto. They just he's and he shadow paralysis. He shadow paralysis Momoshiki and Kenshiki too at the same time.
No. He didn't. He only possessed. He only shadow possessed the thick one.
Nah, he got both of them, but
No, he
Momoshiki
didn't.
absorbed it
Oh yeah, I think he did.
because he cheating like that. But like if he didn't have that absorption ability, they would have been stopped in their tracks right there.
Yeah, fucking Sasuke wouldn't have a daughter.
Like, bro, this
Nah,
niggas be sleeping. But like in Shippuden in part one, he's ass. Like he ain't ass, but like he's not cold either. Like he just
no, there's no. He's just not. He just don't have raw power. You know.
or chakra. Like his chakra
Yeah.
reserves in part one is. These
It's
are
really.
the here go
It's
all the
average.
characters that's whooping him. At least at the time of the tuning exams in part one. Kiba.
Kiba's not beating him.
Kiba is whooping him. Kiba is boy
What's he?
shit. Niggas be sleeping on Kiba because he lost in Naruto. Nah, they hope.
No, not even, bro. Kiba won all of that, bro.
He is, because remember, he fought the Sound 4 nigga. He tore
And
him
that
in
nigga-
half.
Bro, but they weren't fucking artificially fucking made, bro. Like they can already do that.
Nah, but he tore them in half. No, they ability, so they didn't die because of that. But they couldn't dodge it either. He was too
Yeah,
quick
and yeah, they still he let
and
them
too
fucking-
powerful. But
and
the
he let
thing
them
is, he
kick
just
the shit
can't
out
keep it up.
Akamaru.
He just
Bro.
can't keep it up for long. But when he do that,
Kiba fucking sucks, bro. That nigga didn't win not one fight on camera.
don't do that. He do not
He
suck.
didn't.
He's
Yes,
faster
he
than
did. He fucking
Shikamaru.
sucks.
He's faster than Shikamaru.
Okay. Okay.
Like, he's gonna blitz.
Okay.
I'm sorry. And then Shikamaru ain't got no durability. He would get murked by a kunai. So like, he not surviving anything Kiba do either.
Bro, it's just that he's gonna fucking outsmart him, bro.
If he can catch him, Kiba's one of the fastest niggas.
All he gotta do is just fucking catch Akamaru little fucking furball ass.
Maybe if they just run it, but when that Fang over Fang come out, I don't know.
Look, you
I
wanna
think
get him? Smoke screen.
Yeah, like if they do that, no, cause they can smell.
They can't smell a fucking shadow, nigga. Come on now.
No, but they can smell him. If you use a smoke
Yeah.
screen that he can't see them, that gives them the advantage.
Yeah.
Cause they can still smell him, but he can't see them.
Alright, nigga, you putting too much logic into this shit now, man.
No.
Like, nigga, I was like, come on now. Throw a smoke ball at them, nigga. Come on now.
If they can hit him,
Come on.
he gotta be quick enough though. He's just not that fast.
I ain't trying to hear a nigga Shikamaru rush that nigga.
No, I think Kiba gonna get on his ass. And we ain't even talking about the other villages. We just talking about out of the niggas from Konoha. Naruto, at least Naruto after the tuning exams. Nah, I think Naruto during the tuning exams would beat him, but he gonna use Nine Tails chakra.
Yeah, that's fucking cheating.
He gonna have to.
That's
I
fucking
would
cheating.
give it to him without it,
Just
like
like
with
with
the
Neji.
shadow clones, but nah, I think the shadow possession would catch Naruto off guard quick as hell. Because Naruto is not that fast yet. Shadow
And
clones, he
he's
would
fucking brain
overwhelm
dead.
him.
Yeah, he's fucking brain dead.
Like he could overwhelm him, but he's not gonna be quick
And
enough
he's
to do
fucking
it.
brain dead.
Yeah, true. Nah, he ain't brain dead. He's smart when
Yes,
it
the
comes to
fuck
fighting.
Nope, bro.
If he didn't
Part
have
one Naruto?
yeah, not like shipping it smart, but like it's the fact that he knows what he's doing with all his chakra. Like let's look at the Neji fight. He divided his chakra, like, and it was a thing that Naruto's chakra control was ass in the beginning. But he low-key got his shit so good that he was able to just put all his chakra in the shadow clones, and Neji couldn't tell which one was the real one.
Yeah, I know that.
So like that was some genius. Not only was that some genius shit of him to do that, knowing that Neji could see all his chakra and shit.
You know what's
But
crazy?
that was also impressive because like
How the fuck
he's
was
showing
Naruto
off
in
real
that
skill.
class?
I've been saying that same shit forever.
That nigga failed to graduation exam like 8 times.
No, he
three times.
he felt yeah, it was
He,
three
he failed
times.
it 3 times, but you know I'm just exaggerating. But
Like yeah,
that
that's a plot.
like
Not only
you supposed
that,
to be 3, cause like
it's the
Neji,
fact that
Lee, and
some of
Tenten,
them are older than him.
yeah, Neji, Lee, and Tenten, they're a year older than him.
Yeah, and Sasuke is like 3 months older or some shit like that.
Yeah, Sasuke is like a couple months older than Naruto, and Sakura's a couple months older than Sasuke.
I didn't know Sakura was older than him.
Yeah, like he was like born in like March or some shit. Some lame ass month. Nah,
Yeah,
March a lame. Hold on, but let's talk about that. March is a lame ass month.
to be born.
Like I ain't gonna lie, March, like damn, all the March niggas gonna be mad. Oh well, niggas, you got fucking Saint Patty's Day, like a fucking leprechaun.
They got March Madness.
Hey,
Fuck
hold
really
on
care
now.
about
Hold on now, nigga. I might have to change my answer, nigga, because I do love me some basketball.
it.
Hold on now, nigga. I might have to. Nah, but I'm talking about niggas who was born in March.
True.
I ain't talking about events in March.
I mean, but they got those events with their birthday.
True. They got that.
But like, who all we got? I got Naruto, Sasuke, Neji,
Neji.
Kiba, Rock Lee, and
Not even.
Hinata maybe.
Shino.
Oh yeah, Shino too. How I forget him? That's my second favorite character in part 1.
Fuck, nigga, that nigga Shino blew a nigga arms out.
Yeah, like Shino
that
cold
sounds
as hell.
crazy.
Yeah, Shino he low-key got some impressive shit as his kid. Like we was talking about the whole him getting recruited to join the Root, which is the
And you know what's crazy?
or Don.
When him and Conqueror fight, they fucking dead
It was
ass
a double
did a
kill.
draw.
It was a double
Like they
kill.
dead ass did a draw.
As ass
And
as we
that's
like to
crazy.
think Conqueror is, maybe in shipping he would ask, but in part 1, Conqueror did seem like he was just
Nah, but that you can't hold that against him, bro. He ran into fucking Sasori.
Yeah, who else did he fight since?
Got a point. You
I
got a
put
point.
him. I argue him. I want to say he's High Jonin, but I'm sorry, High Jonin is, to
No,
low
okay.
Kage
He's
is where Kakashi
no.
and them sit at. No, I think
but
Kakashi is in
I
the
say,
Kage tier.
no, Kakashi's. I say Kakashi's like medium Kage tier.
Nah, that's later on. I think like Kakashi, like in the
Oh, you
start
talking
of
about
Shippuden.
that?
Yeah,
You talking
like
about the start of Shippuden?
yeah, the one that was fighting with Datara and the one that
Oh
fought
yeah, he's
Kakazu.
Kage
I
level.
think
He's Kage level. But
I think he
Conqueror,
gotta sit in the Kage.
I say Conqueror's a high and low jump level.
Yes, I
Like,
don't know about he ain't low Jonin level because he's not getting
Or-
no regular ass Jonin, but at the same time he's not whooping nobody of like any
Awesome. Like awesome, he's not beating awesome.
Yeah, I think Kakazu, not Kakazu. We all know Kakazu whooping Asuma. I was gonna say, I think I got into a debate with my one friend about this. I said I think that Zabuza would be fucking Asuma.
Hold on, what you say? You fucking cut out.
I think that Zabuza would beat Asuma.
Zabuza?
Yeah,
Nah, I don't think so.
I,
Cause I feel like nah, I don't think so.
he ain't got no answer for that Miss Jutsu.
Yeah, but it's fucking. I don't fucking keep up with Asuma's jutsus, bro. Like
No,
it's not
cause
a
he,
lot that I've
no, cause
seen.
yeah, like he really don't got that. He got 2 jutsu that we ever seen. That man
That
got
fucking
the
burning ash.
yeah, and then he had that one jutsu where he bring out this little Buddha shit. It was something that all the not the what the fuck was they little group called?
I forgot what they call. I forgot
Yeah,
what
but
they
it was
called,
something all of them could do because the one nigga that Kakazu killed and captured for the bounty, he did it to them, and he was lucky folded them
He
for a second.
he definitely felt that shit in the morning. Like they felt that shit in the morning.
Yeah. He got fat. When that jutsu ain't no joke. If he just had burning ash, I'm sorry, he'd be a sorry ass fighter. He really only showed those 2 jutsu.
You know what's crazy?
Hmm.
He beat Hedon. Like Asuma Asuma's
He
beating
did.
Hedon.
They
Cause
still close.
Hedon,
They close in power. It's just Hidan is not smart. No, no. Actually, no.
no,
I take it back. He only
he's
beat
not. It's not
Hidan
that he's
because
not smart. He's reckless because he know he can't die. That's it.
yeah. Nah, I think the only reason Asuma won that fight was because Shikamaru. Cause didn't she? Cause he was gonna get his head cut off, but Shikamaru shadow possessed him so that the blade would miss. But I don't remember if that happened before he cut Hidan's head off or after.
I think it was after.
If it
Because
was
Asuma's.
after. If it
Cause
was
I
after,
think
then I could
Asuma was
think too.
already hurt after
But
that
if
time.
that was, even if it was after, that means that they still close in power. It's just gonna be like either one.
No. Like I ain't saying they can't close paradigm. Like there's no one hell he's beating Kakuzu. Like you can stop.
Yeah, Kakuzu built good. Oh, I got your ass now, bitch.
Oh man, I'll be honest with you. Like, cause like battles, like everybody got to respect it. Like that's a battle that considered like mad tough, you know?
Right, see. Oh, I'm fucking this nigga up, man. God damn.
Man, I swear to God.
Let's get rolling.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Hit me with combo. Hurt. Man, that shit took a whole health bar. Oh shit, he trying to come back. Get your ass back. Oh, I'm on that ass. Hold on.
Oh, hold on, bro. You know what I don't get?
What?
How did Indra lose Tobirama?
How did Indra lose to Tobirama?
I mean, what's my Izuna? How did
Oh,
Izuna lose to
he
Tobirama?
caught him with the fucking, what's
No,
that
no,
shit
no,
he
no,
called?
no, 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 no. I know that, but like, nigga, they said it that Madara and Izuna, they was damn near like on the same power level.
That's what I'm saying. I think Tobirama is stronger than fucking, what's his name? Minato. Because Izuna was supposed to be equal to Madara, and he low-key beat Izuna.
Nah, I ain't arguing. Nah,
And niggas be like,
Tobirama stronger than Minato until Minato bring up that fucking KCM.
I don't know, cause cause Tobirama was low-key the only reason they was able to touch Ten Tails Obito. Minato wasn't really doing, Minato wasn't really doing too much in that fight. I mean, he lost the arm in that fight, and he almost got Naruto and Sasuke killed.
Nah, bro, that's because fucking he barked at him.
Yeah, no, cause he tried to catch him with the fucking
Fine, Roger.
yeah, and then he whacked that nigga arm off his special whatchamacallit on.
No. That's like what the fuck is he talking about?
Oh, he low fucking me up.
You heard me about what he talking about? Oh, yeah. You said it, right?
Yeah,
But, like, we know that Hashirama, like, at that time, Hashirama was stronger than Madara.
yeah.
I don't know about how much, but he was stronger than him.
It had to be by a decent amount, cause it was like the narrative was that like Hashirama was the strongest nigga in his clan.
No, Hashirama was, like, he was the strongest person in his clan, Madara was the strongest person in his clan.
Yeah, but him and Izuna was also like close in power, so like it wasn't.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. So how fucking like that ass. It's crazy that he didn't see that fucking. He seen it flying right now, a little too late. Matter of fact, it's not even that it was a little too late. It was on the other side of the screen, so he couldn't see it.
No, he did see it. He did. No, he noticed it too late. He couldn't do shit.
I gotta look up the scene again.
I watched that shit way too much. Like no, actually, I don't think he's seen it. I think he didn't know. He just got blitzed by it. Because tobirama made it to counter the fucking Sharingan. So he made it just so he could do them niggas in. So like,
you know what's crazy?
mm-hmm.
Like that ass. Tobirama is the reason why a lot of this shit happened to Uchiha. Low key. Not even low key, high key. Cause you know, Hashirama wanted Madara to become the first Hokage.
Yeah.
Because he wanted him to protect the village, so he could have something to protect.
And then, what the fuck? Oh yeah, but then he sent the fucking whatchamacallits to the edge of the village.
No,
Okay.
like this, like before this. This like way before this. Like this, like when the V Village first started.
Hold on, I gotta ask you this question. Who you got winning, Jiraiya or Itachi?
Bro, that's a good question, bro.
I got Itachi. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I think Jiraiya has. Jiraiya is kind of ass. I ain't gonna lie.
No, it's not even that. That's a bad matchup for him, bro. Like that's a fucking horrible matchup for him.
It would be a bad matchup for Itachi too, cause he could get under him.
It's just that Tsukuyomi,
the Toa Jutsu.
But Sage mode too, you know, like.
I mean, he ain't no way in hell he going into Sage mode with Itachi as his opponent. Like he gotta pull up in Sage mode before the fight.
Yeah, true.
Because it's gonna take him way too long to charge up. Like he gotta sit there with his hands.
Nigga, this sounds like a Swag video.
Like nigga, you not running away from Itachi like that. like maybe if they run into like the fucking rain village, then maybe you could give him the benefit of the doubt. Other than that, that man gotta use Sage mode. He gotta be like, alright, let me go Sage real quick and then pull up.
Bro. My nigga said it like Itachi versus Pain. Like,
yeah,
that's dead ass. How long Itachi's stamina gonna last?
Honest, like Itachi can beat Pain. I just think the likelihood of it happening is low. Because Pain is the strongest nigga in the Akatsuki. Physically.
Behind Obito.
Yeah, Obito will fold Pain. Like, quick as hell.
That nigga ranked number one all the above.
Yeah, there's a reason Obito is always at the top of every Akatsuki list. Like,
bro, like, they niggas sleep on him, bro.
Like, he will literally nag everything that nigga Pain got. None of the Rinnegan abilities will work. And it only gets worse when you give Obito the Rinnegan. Because now the move that let him use all the Rinnegan abilities. But that he has all the Rinnegan abilities. And on top of that, this nigga showed abilities Nagato wasn't even using.
Oh yeah, this nigga. Oh yeah, he did do moves that Nagato didn't even do, like the fucking chain shit.
Yeah, then Nagato did summon the Ghetto statue, but not. I don't know. Who would you say was more impressive with the Ghetto statue, Nagato or Obito?
Obito, cause you
he was out here
saying. Hold on, bro. You cutting down? You cutting out a lot.
I don't know, that man, not Obito was doing a lot with the Ghetto statue. But bro, that soul dragon jutsu
is crazy. But I'm guessing, but I'm guessing Obito can do the same thing because since it's a Rinnegan, you know?
Yeah, and Obito did show he knew a good amount. Wasn't it Obito that trained him to use the Rinnegan? Because I believe so. Madara was like, because Madara was like, Obito has groomed or trained that Nagato well or some shit like that when he came back. Like, Jiraiya taught them how to fight, but Obito was the one that taught him to use the Rinnegan. So obviously, for whatever reason, Madara knew a lot about the Rinnegan. Told that to Obito, and Obito passed that on to Nagato.
No, cause you
But
know,
he
cause
ain't
a
tell him
lot of
too much.
yeah, he didn't tell him everything.
He knew if that
That
nigga got out of control. And he was gonna try to make Sasuke do it. Obito didn't even want to use the nigga. He knew that shit was gonna be detrimental. And he knew Sasuke was like, I don't know. It was weird how he knew Sasuke was just trying to destined to become like the next Madara. So he was trying to train, or he was trying to tame Sasuke and make him take the Rinnegan. But he was like, I gotta keep a close eye on Sasuke because he kind of dangerous and I don't need him getting out of line.
bro, that's a no, that's the one thing. That's the one thing. Fucking, they said like against Obito versus Itachi. Like, bro,
You know, like it's weird because it's weird how Obito scale. Because on paper, he seems OP as fuck. Like nobody can really mess with him. But then when you look at his actual feats, for the most part, at least before the Rinnegan, he seemed kind of ass. Because if you remember when he fought Danzo Henchman, didn't he have to take one of his arms off because they had poisoned his ass and that shit was
nah, they
finna start
touched him.
spreading?
He didn't, but
Yeah,
he didn't know though
yeah. So like
until he
the
looked
fact
at
that
it.
they was able to keep up with him and then play around him. And I don't think he was really fucking with them too much.
That nigga was lollygagging though. Let's be honest though. That nigga was
Yeah,
lollygagging.
but the fact that he almost died to some shit like that, and it was just two
He
niggas,
did
and
it,
they was some mid tier
bro.
niggas.
Bro,
And
that
I
nigga
don't
life
know, cause
wasn't in
I don't
danger
think
at
he,
all.
I don't think no, cause at that point I don't think Obito was playing with nobody. He dropped that whole persona once he started taking over the
Bro,
persona
I
of
know that, bro,
Madara.
but like, he wasn't fighting serious, bro. Like,
Yeah,
he
like
really
he
was
wasn't.
fighting.
Don't get me wrong. He wasn't fighting for power, but the fact that they was able to play around calmly like that, that's kind of.
They didn't even play around Kamui like that,
They did. They was finna kill his ass if he didn't see that. He had to take his arm off. They literally made this
bro.
nigga pull a Raikage.
Bro, but you act like that wasn't the fucking the arm that got crushed, bro.
It was,
That
but
wasn't
that
the
was a
Zetsu part.
Zetsu arm. But come on now,
Yeah, I know,
Zetsu.
bro. But
Stop
the nigga
it.
hit that.
Zetsu cold.
Bro. Cause you talking about they played around Kamui. They really didn't, bro.
They caught
He
him
they he
slipping.
they hit him once and he like, oh shit, these beetles.
Right.
He took the shit off.
That's better than
That's
most
just
niggas would have did.
that's when he got the ass. That's when he just said, all right, I got something for y'all. Dead ass. The next play down. Like they just hit a big ass shot. Nigga, the next play down, this nigga
He
hit the
did
game
fold.
winner.
He
Like
did. He
he
folded.
fucking he faked, bro. He faked they shit so
But then
hard.
let's look at his like major accomplishments. Even though I said Minato is overhyped, let's not. But again, Minato is still in that war arc tier, so he ain't ass. This nigga's his basic Rasengan at least should be somewhere around the Naruto's Rasen Shuriken when he fought Kakuzu. I'm pretty sure they said that's no, actually it's weaker than that. Because that was the point where they said in terms of raw power, Naruto surpassed him. And then they said that Naruto surpassed him in Sage Mode, so that was probably like
Nigga, Naruto surpassed him in Sage Mode the second Naruto fucking learned Sage Mode.
yeah. And then when he
Cause
got KCM and he blitzed the Raikage, that was like supposed to be him. They said, oh, he's like the
being
fourth Hokage, and that was like the point where he pretty much surpassed him.
like being faster than him shit, even though he
Yeah,
wasn't.
he was. Maybe not
Not right there, not
consistently.
right there.
Maybe not consistently. Like he can't keep that up for long, but like he was up there. And in terms of raw power, he was definitely above him. So
Bro, low key,
speed, he
hold
could
on, bro.
keep him.
No,
That's why I argue that Sasuke could beat him. 5 Kage Summit, like once he got full power, or at least EMS could beat Minato.
Nah, I don't know, bro. Like
When you
it's
give him
just,
KCM, then he's in a different tier of power. He's up there with KCM 2 and shit.
but EMS is up there with KCM2 too.
Yeah, so that's why I'm thinking like, yeah. So EMS would.
No, bro, it's just hard, bro. Like,
No, cause like think about it, Minato can't do nothing to the Susanoo. Then if we go to the point where Sasuke progressed the Susanoo to the where he grew the legs out and it was the full body, oh yeah, Minato can't do nothing. And then if you use basic power scale on Sasuke, in theory, should be faster than him. So that one Chidori just might do with me.
nah.
But even if you want to wink Minato and say, oh, he's still faster, he can't do shit. And his chakra reserves. No, if people, hold on, niggas low-key sleep on other people's chakra reserves. Like Sasuke, no, he is not Naruto with chakra reserves, but his shit is not no joke.
Like, now, I feel like we seen Sasuke, like, you know why? Like, we seen Sasuke way more tired out more than Naruto. Cause that,
Yeah, like he's not up
like
there,
the
but
five
like,
Kage Summit, no. Even when he fought Danzo, like he used hella chakra, bro.
yeah, like he literally did. He kept progressing his heat. Even the regular rib cage was like, it makes every cell in my body hurt, and it uses an incredible amount of chakra. And then in that same fight, this nigga progressed to the skeletal. This nigga pulls up on Danzo after getting all his chakra back, but he's not fully healed. But he's like pretty much
And
back
that's
to
when
full power.
that's when
Then this
after the
nigga,
fight with
yeah,
Danzo, this nigga,
he had fully progressed his Susanoo up to the armor stage.
right, against Kakashi, that's when this nigga shot a bow.
Yeah,
I mean
and
the
then
arrow.
that's when his eyes finally started to give out and he couldn't use Susanoo. But even without the Susanoo, this nigga was still boxing Kakashi equally. And Naruto was like, yeah, if me and Sasuke clash, I definitely would. It was like, why is this version of Sasuke so damn strong? Like, I know hatred makes Sharingan stronger, but like, damn, this nigga went from getting folded by Killer B. Nah, because even then, I don't think niggas could really hope that fight against him. Killer B is
Hey, hold on. Hey, Cam, unplug your mic, plug it back in.
I'm low-key finna switch the choke.
You said what?
I'm low-key finna put this one to me. Alright. Alright. We good?
Yeah, that's way better, bro.
Alright. So yeah, like I was saying. What the fuck was I saying?
Like B, like you can't hold that fight
Oh
against
yeah.
Sasuke.
Yeah, you can't really hold Sasuke, that fight against Sasuke. Killer B was like the strongest nigga in the show at that point. Cause in the war arc, when they met the Raikage, he did fold the Raikage in that lariat clash. Which means he was equal in speed. No, he was faster in speed and power. And that was just his base form. He didn't even use the 8 tails chakra.
Hold on. Like, cause I gotta think about it.
And that was the
No,
same that was the
no,
same
no, no.
Raikage who was bitching around. No, he didn't even bitch Sasuke around. He was keeping up. He was faster. But Sasuke had the reaction time to keep up.
No, like when Sasuke dodged that elbow
Yeah.
versus the Raikage, he went
Yeah.
at full power, was he?
Who? The Raikage or Sasuke? No, they
Raikage.
both wasn't at full power. Raikage
Yeah.
was using his version 1 cloak. And Sasuke only had the base Sharingan active.
Okay.
So they both wasn't even going full power. And Sasuke actually pierced through his armor with that. He didn't do much.
he did.
It was like when he did it to Gaara. Like he just drew a little bit of blood. It didn't do nothing serious.
No, he said it.
Yeah, he was like, this brat pierced my cloak or something. Like he pierced through it, and that was just the Chidori. Imagine if this nigga dropped Kirin. Like, he just might kill Raikage. He might die. No, like if he brought out the Susanoo armor, the Raikage, like if he brought out the skeletal and shit, the Raikage definitely wasn't finna get through that. He could barely get through the rib cage, especially if he liked that in the Matarasu, and then he charge up a Kirin.
He broke one of the ribs.
Yeah, with a second hit, it took 2 hits to break it.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. Because remember, he tried to hit him with the fucking Liger bomb. And Sasuke ate that shit with the Susanoo.
Oh, yeah,
Then he bitch slapped him. And then he lit it in the Matarasu and he tried to blitz around him and he chopped through it. Yo, if he took 2 hits just to break the rib cage, if he used the armor shit, yeah, the Raikage not getting through that all the way. And then all he got to do is drop Kirin. Because I'm confident if the fucking Chidori could pierce through his armor, that Kirin is just going through it.
Like, that is the strongest lightning jutsu in the world.
Show.
Nigga in the world. Nigga.
Period. Now imagine if he likes Kirin and Amaterasu.
Lightning and fire don't go together.
No, but he could do it in theory.
Imagine a nigga under a fucking waterfall. Just nah. Nah, that's crazy.
Cause he lit his Chidori in Amaterasu before. Like he could put the Amaterasu inside the Chidori to make it like stronger. So he could do that with the Kirin.
Yeah, but you know they ain't gonna fucking do that shit.
That'd be way too strong. Think about the fact that,
bro, I remember somebody tried to argue with me that Naruto should have Rinnegan.
If Naruto got Rinnegan,
No, not Rinnegan, Wood style. Naruto should be able to use Wood.
He should. He got a Hashirama arm.
Yeah.
I think they just not gonna give it to him just for the fact that it would make him too overpowered. Because Wood style has the ability to suppress chakra.
You know what's crazy?
So imagine if this nigga already on these Otsutsuki levels and
nigga,
he's sitting here suppressing them with Wood style.
Nigga, you know what's crazy? Nigga, Obito could use Wood style. Like that's another fucking feat.
Yeah, he used it a lot actually. He stopped. Yeah, he stopped in his adult years for whatever reason, but like when he was a teenager, he did.
Yeah, like when he seen Ren die, like he
he was spamming it. Then after that, he just kind of stopped.
Yeah,
he still has the Zetsu cells.
Yeah, because he fucking embodied in him.
Speaking of Zetsu, why every time I look on I was just gonna say every time I look at an Akatsuki list, and I got into a whole ass argument with this one nigga about it. He got so mad that he blocked me. He just stopped replying to me altogether. Like he don't talk to me no more because he got mad that I said Zetsu should be in like probably the higher tier Akatsuki. Or because everybody puts Zetsu on the bottom. But let's just look at some of the shit he accomplished.
But he's not a combat type though. You know?
No, but if you remember, if you look into the war arc, right, when Naruto his shadow clones pull up, this nigga was fighting Minato's guards, the ones that he taught the flying Raiji to.
That's Black Zetsu.
Chojuro and Mei, the Mizukage, by himself. It was Black Zetsu attached to the main White Zetsu. So that was just Zetsu. He didn't have no help. And he was literally holding his own against them. And they had battle scars and everything, which means he was doing damage to a Kage and 4 Kage guards. like
Naruto.
Yeah, and then Naruto came up there. And he still was fighting with him too. Of course, it was off screen, but like that should just like show you Zetsu is not weak.
Nah, but you know it's good. But let me.
And then look at the shit he had in the 5 Kage Summit with the spores, where he could literally release them, and you can't see the fact that one nigga had to be Yakugan, and he didn't know that Zetsu was on every single one of them. Shows how cold Zetsu is, and then he just leeching off niggas' chakra and can almost solo the 5 Kage Summit. Like, I'm sorry, Zetsu is not weak, and then he just overpowered with these hacks he got.
But they not meant for combat though, you know.
They not, but hey,
like
that aside, based off the feats he showed, I think he would whoop most of them niggas in the like. He's marking Hidan. Hidan's not doing anything. That spore move is gonna be enough to take him out.
If I'm keeping it a buck with you, I got Hidan at the bottom.
Yeah, Hidan is the very, very bottom. Unless you count that one nigga that was Itachi's first partner, because he don't have no feats other than getting killed by Yaga.
But that don't really count though, because that's like, you know.
He was a 7 swordsman of the mist, so like you could say he's at least high Jonin. And because he's in the Akatsuki, he gotta be like in the low Kage tier, but like he don't got.
Yeah, but that don't count because you can say the other nigga with Kakuzu was teammate that he fucking murdered.
Yeah, so he's featless too. So like, them you really just can't rank them. But so like at the bottom, this is how I would rank the Akatsuki.
Like low key, me personally, I put Zetsu because he's not a combat type.
If you use the Storm games, Konan is actually a lot higher because she beat Sasori. Sasori ain't no joke. Like,
Yeah, I know.
so like
Yeah,
this how I'm
no,
gonna rank it.
no, no. I know. Like, I'm not gonna put Conan at the bottom. I'm gonna put Conan like at the middle.
Yeah, she more in the middle.
Cause like she's like I said like the. I say like she's at the lower half, but she's at the but she's high. She at the high lower half. You know what I'm saying?
This is how, yeah, this is how I'm
Like
ranking. And
I
I'm
say
just
like
putting
she's
it
one of the
together
strongest in the lower half.
off top of the head. He done. Are we counting? Okay, hold on. Are we counting? No. Are we counting Sasuke and Taka in?
No. The original.
So just the original. Okay.
Yeah, original stuff.
So no Kabuto.
No, hell no.
Because if we put Kabuto in, then he more at the top.
No, bro, that's the original 10, bro. Orochimaru's not in it either.
Orochimaru was the original 10.
Yeah. Fuck it. Okay.
He left. So there's Orochimaru, Pain, Itachi, Kakazu. Obito's not in it then.
Bro.
Obito, he
like,
wasn't.
Bro.
It's weird. No, because we gotta establish the people. Obito wasn't in the original 10. He joined after.
Bro, you know what I fucking mean, bro.
Yeah, he go to original 10. Itachi.
Bro, fuck the original 10. I don't want the original. Bro, the people who was working for the Akatsuki. Sasuke is not included because he never said that he was part of the Akatsuki, bro.
He was. He said
he never said.
Yeah, he was like he wasn't like fully with them, but he was in it. Just like Kabuto.
We not fucking ranking Sasuke and Taka, bro.
Then we got everybody else. Now are we putting Obito in there?
Yes, because he's part of the Akatsuki, bro.
So we got at the bottom. I'm putting him down. Next, this is where it gets very controversial because you could argue that fucking Kakazu, because Kakazu he kind of a power. This is where it gets really weird. I feel it. Honestly, that's what I want to say, but at the same time, it just don't sound right with Datara being at the lower end because how powerful Datara really is.
Like, because those last two explosions are crazy.
Yeah, like those last two attacks, like C4, C0, maybe C3, are the reasons I would maybe potentially put him above Sasori. Other than that, I think Sasori is stronger.
No, but he said to himself that Sasori was stronger than him.
Yeah, and that's why I want to say Sasori is above him. But at the same time,
don't let it get twisted.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I
don't. Yeah, that's not a fair fight. I don't even use that fight to scale them. If anything, I use that fight to upscale Sakura.
Nigga, you use that fight to use what jutsus they use, nigga.
Because Sakura was actually low-key impressive in that. Even if you say Sasori was holding back, remember how he folded fucking Kankuro? And he was holding back in that fight too. No, because at the beginning of the fight, when he was using the Hiriko shell, I think with that puppet, he was going all out. Like, he used everything he had in that puppet. But when his original body came out, no, I think he was going all out in the beginning. Like, when he first brought out the third Kazekage, but he wasn't, like, going
I don't think so. Like, I don't think he was taking it serious.
Yeah, I don't think, like, he was fighting with intent to kill, but I think he was definitely going hard.
Like, he was just fighting to attempt to just fight.
But like, it don't seem right. But at the same time, you probably can't say he was going all out until like the very end when he did die, because he did let himself get killed. And the only reason I say this is literally because Chiyo is cold as hell. Just for that one feat she got as an Edo, where she dodged Naruto's Rasen Shuriken. And you could be like, everybody dodges the Rasen Shuriken. No, not really, because Kakazu, he couldn't dodge it. Pain, he barely dodged it. Like, he had to have one of them get thrown out the way.
Nah, but
in the end, like, it's
season, as the show goes on, like,
it does. It should be faster. And it's like, she's an Edo, so as an Edo, she's not one of the special cases, like, arguably Itachi and definitely Madara. Madara's not stronger as an Edo. He's weaker. I think Itachi is the only one you could argue is stronger. No, and Nagato.
Nagato too, because
Nagato's definitely stronger as an Edo.
Yeah, because
But Itachi, his is arguable because you could argue, like, yeah, he's stronger because he don't gotta worry about his blindness and he could
Or
spam all his,
chakra.
yeah, so he could spam all his Mangekyo abilities. But then you look at it the other way, you feel like he did have that disease, which severely detrimented his chakra. And then you also got the Edo, which detriments your chakra. So as an Edo, he don't have the disease, but he still has the Edo nerve. So which one is truly greater? That you can't explain because they never said it. But then you could also look at it like this. If you look at his fight with Sasuke, he was holding back. But let's just look at how many abilities he actually used and how much chakra he would have had to gone through. Even before the fight, he had one clone tracking Naruto. He had another clone that he had Sasuke tracking, which was the one that told, yeah, which was the clone that told him where he would be so that they could have.
Did he spar with Kisame before that too?
Yeah, because that anime scene in the game was canon, so he had that sparring scene with Kisame, in which he used his Mangekyo Sharingan. Mangekyo Genjutsu. And then he also used the clone before the fight started, which is when Sasuke was trying to get answers before they for real started fighting.
That's when you got three Genjutsus on top of the other.
Yeah, so he was literally spamming Genjutsu right there. That's like eight uses. That's like 7 or 8 right there. And then he used
that's like one of the hardest fucking scenes in Naruto.
and then he used Amaterasu twice. No, yeah, twice. He used it once to overpower the fireball. Then he used it again when he took Sasuke's wing off.
Hold on. Tsukuyomi, you forgot
that. He used Tsukuyomi also.
So like it was a 3 regular Genjutsu first. That's when
and then he used the Tsukuyomi where he had him.
That's just fireball.
Eyes out. Yeah. And then what else did they do? Oh yeah.
He got stabbed. He got stabbed in the leg too.
Yeah, he got stabbed in the leg. He also used that. Yeah, he used the fireball jutsu on top of fucking Amaterasu. And then this nigga brought out the Susanoo, and he said, if I hadn't used this, I would have been dead. And he said that before he even brought out the Susanoo armor or the Toska Blade and Yadamir. So that one, you could either argue both ways. You could say he just met the Susanoo in general, or he met the Susanoo with all of that. And then he kind of powered up through the stages. And if you remember when he died...
Or there's a third option. The fucking lightning dragon and missed him.
Looking at. Nah, but then
crazy.
But then if you remember when Itachi died, like when he fell at Sasuke's feet, he actually died before the Susanoo disappeared. The Susanoo disappeared after he died, which means that he didn't die from chakra exhaustion or chakra depletion. He died because of the illness, which means that he still had enough chakra left over to maintain the Susanoo, which has the Yadamir and the Toska Blade and all that. So, like, this nigga was spamming Mangekyo and other jutsu out the ass and never ran out of chakra in that fight.
Alright, nigga, we getting into too many conversations. Like, we breaking off from the main fucking go. Like,
so, like
bro, because I just fucking realized, nigga, we was talking about Sasori. How the fuck did we end up on Itachi?
I don't know, but like, yeah, I think niggas low-key kind of undermining Itachi and how much chakra he really got, even when he's sick.
But anyway,
yeah,
so
but
you got heat on.
I'm gonna have to get it. It's between data. If we use the game scene, which you could argue is canon or not, because I don't think it was the scenes from Generation. All the anime cutscenes from Storm Generation was the ones that was canon. Storm Revolution, they didn't say that. So
Revolution was,
I believe Revolution was, yeah, I believe Revolution was the one that kind of did the Akatsuki story shit. If you use that, the Conan goes up. Other than that, I kind of want to put Conan down. I want to say Conan is under Sasori because she kind of got fodderized by, yeah, she got fodderized by base Jiraiya. But with prep time, she kind of hold Obito. But Obito wasn't trying at first. But that sea of paper bombs would murk most niggas in the Akatsuki. So like,
Nigga, that would murk most niggas in Naruto. Like,
honestly. So like with
like,
prep
nigga,
time, but we not counting prep time because that's not her power. She had to build that up.
Yeah.
It's not like something. I mean, but if you say that, you could kind of apply the same thing to Tsunade. Well, nah, because that's all her chakra. Those paper bombs aren't hers. She had to store those up over time. So nah, it's not the same. But yeah, I'm gonna put Conan, even though it don't sound right, because she honestly don't have no answer for Datara's C0 or the C3. None of that. Any of his major 3, she can't. I'm sorry. There's nothing she doing to that. There's nothing she can do to prevent it. There's nothing she can do to survive it. She's done. Then I'm gonna put Datara. Then I got. Oh well, no, cause see, I think I wanna put. Yeah, I'm gonna put Datara. Then above Datara, I'm gonna put Kakuzu.
Damn, Sasori.
Yeah, I think Kakuzu would get.
But low key, now that I'm thinking about it,
I think Sasori would murder Kakuzu. But
Sasori will fucking survive the Datara explosion.
You?
I don't know.
Maybe if he could wrap himself inside the iron sand, like make a sphere around itself like Gaara does, then maybe. Cause like if it was just like his, I don't know, cause I don't think his puppet body that. Now his puppet body is really durable. He was surviving.
Sakura punched that shit.
Yeah,
bro.
if he's surviving punches, I mean, yeah, it made his body split apart, but he could just reconnect it, and it didn't do any major damage. Like she didn't crack it, nothing. Like all she did is make the pieces separate. So like his puppet body is mad durable, but it's just the fact that his core is exposed, so he would have to cover that. Otherwise, I would say he would survive it. But I think in a fight, he would just blitz Datara and poison his ass. Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's not the matter that he can or can't survive it. It's just the fact that I don't think the fight would go long enough for Datara to even resort to that.
True. So, okay.
But yeah,
So,
above
you got
that,
heat on?
above Sasori, I'm gonna have to put Orochimaru. Yeah, I think that sounds right. And then that's where we get into like the heavy hitters. That's where you got niggas like, that's where I'm gonna put Kisame. Then I'm gonna put fucking Itachi. Then Pain.
Then Nagato. Yeah, like that's perfect, bro.
Yeah, that's
lucky my list. That's lucky.
But then if we count the revolution scene, because she low key bodied Sasori and it was bad, like it wasn't even close. If you count that, the Conan would go up above Sasori, and then the list would stay the same.
Bro, was they fighting for real though? Like I don't know. No, yeah. He said he went to add her to her election, but that wasn't canon. I don't think that.
Yeah, I don't think that was canon because he was like she came up to him because they was trying to recruit him, but he wasn't going, and he was trying to kill her, add her to his puppet collection, and she was like, "If I defeat you, then you gotta join the Akatsuki." Blah blah blah, and they got into it. And then
the hardest scene is
she folded.
Sasori got a hard what you call it too.
But then it was weird because in that same game he fought Orochimaru and he low key they seemed like it was low key even.
No. You know what it was? She didn't beat Sasori like technically. Like she didn't beat him bad. She just stopped his puppet from moving. And he didn't even use himself.
That's an L in my eyes.
No. It's an L, but like it's not a bad L. Like like
the fact that he couldn't hit her. Yeah, she folded him. She blitzed to that. He couldn't stop it.
But like,
and it's not like she caught him off guard. And even then, like that would make her like very versatile. But I don't think that game is canon. I think only Generations was, because that was the one that talked about Minato's story and all that.
Yeah, nigga.
I'm gonna hear shit from this, but here's my ranking of the 3 Sonic: Orochimaru, Tsunade, Jiraiya. Fight me, fuck you. Oh my god,
That's crazy.
I'm only
That's
putting
crazy, bro.
Tsunade above Jiraiya because her fight with no, low key, because
Orochimaru.
Orochimaru, he just got way too many feats. Jiraiya, he has nothing. He lost every fight he had on screen, and it was bad. His only known W's on screen was him fighting a bunch of those random ninja he came across when he was looking for his student or the child of prophecy.
Yeah, the
And
only fight he got on screen is
any training moments he had when he was fighting Kid Naruto, Yahiko,
nigga.
and
The
all
only
of
fight he
them.
got on scene is fucking Bang.
And that one against Orochimaru when he was poisoned. Like you can't, like you can
You
say,
can't
oh,
even
he was
take that.
poisoned. You can, cause like yeah, he was poisoned and he wasn't at full power. But Orochimaru couldn't use most of his jutsu and didn't have no arms, and he still has Tsunade and Naruto.
And the nigga had a couple broken ribs too.
So Naruto was helping Naruto, Tsunade, and
Naruto wasn't fighting Orochimaru. Naruto fought
he
Kabuto
did
and
no he fought Kabuto later on. He was helping, I think, in the beginning.
No, he wasn't, bro. He was dead ass fighting Kabuto the whole time.
Nah, because
Tsunade
he folded
was too.
Kabuto.
That's why
Yeah,
Jiraiya.
Tsunade got folded, but part one Tsunade is kind of lame. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah,
Niggas try to be like, no,
no.
she only lost because her fear of blood. No, because nobody knew about that. He drew that blood because she was too ass to dodge him. He was just folding.
No, she did. No, she didn't. Orochimaru told her.
Yeah, I don't remember. No, they never. I don't even think Orochimaru knew because when she got
No,
that,
he did because he told her.
was he even there when Don
Yes.
died? I'm finna look it up.
Yes.
I'm finna look it up real quick. 'Cause if I'm wrong, I'll say that. But I don't believe he was there.
Yes, he was, bro. Like he watched it happen.
I'm finna go to it. What the fuck? That was when did they show that? I'm gonna just search up Don's death. Naruto. Don. Death. Where the fuck? Stop clicking F. I don't remember Orochimaru being there. Was he there? No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was, bro.
I'm looking at it. And he wasn't
Bro,
there.
Orochimaru was there.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't there when it happened. I'm gonna send it to you. Hold on, let me go ahead and save that. Boot, and then they got one that shows the whole scene itself. The screenshot. I'm gonna go to the video just to make sure that it's not the picture, not just lying.
He looked, bro. See, look, bro, I just found it. Like he wasn't there. He came after, like he died, like because.
Yeah, so he wasn't there when it happened, so they would never know.
No. He's seconds, like after he died, like he was there, like he was on a tree and he was looking, and that's when he's like somebody's still trying to heal him, like they don't die and shit.
Yeah, so they don't truly know.
Yes,
Also,
they do, bro.
Go hold on. I'm finna go back to that.
Because he said it, bro.
He's dying. No, they don't show it. They don't show Orochimaru being there.
I'm gonna send it to you, man, because I'm looking at it right now.
I am too.
No, you're not, bro.
I swear to God, he's not there.
Bro, I just sent it to you on Snap.
I was looking at it was a 1 minute some bone clip on YouTube. This ain't the same video I was looking at. This is different. So boom. The nigga died. Orochimaru's heading on his way. This is her trying to heal him. Oh no, he was there.
I know my Naruto shit, nigga. I'm like that, nigga. I'm like that, nigga.
Alright, I'll give you that one. That doesn't mean that he knows what triggered her PTSD. Cause no, that, bro. If you show me, if you could show me a clip of him telling Kabuto that weakness, then I'll concede that whole point.
Nigga, I don't know if he told him or not, but nigga, I know.
Oh well, if he knew,
like,
then we don't know that Kabuto knew. Yeah, so Kabuto was so we know Kabuto was just beating her ass because he's just that nigga.
No, but like, no.
And Kabuto was supposed to be like Kakashi's level. So like, yeah,
I think that was a bit of a stretch. Like season.
I don't know. Based on that, it might not be. Only for the fact that because he was folding Tsunade, and it did take Tsunade Jiraiya to beat armless Orochimaru. Like Orochimaru really was just that nigga in part 1. There's not many. There was literally only 3 people that could actually fuck with him. And that was Hiruzen, Itachi, and Jiraiya. Maybe. But like Jiraiya, yeah, he lost that fight. He lost to Pain. Even he got blitzed by Pain. A lot of niggas trying to be like, oh, he off guard. And I've heard arguments of people saying that Sage Mode isn't a passive sensory ability, but that sounds like bullshit.
That sounds fucking retarded.
It does. That has never been shown. And literally when Naruto enters Sage Mode and the war, he can sense a war going on, despite the fact that he don't even know what the fuck is going on. And then this nigga goes into Sage Mode, and he's able to immediately track down where Sasuke's location is, despite the fact that he's in a completely different part of the world. Like, nigga, they was at the Samurai Bridge, where it's all normal and shit, and Naruto is in the Land of Iron, where it's all snowy and shit. So he traveled to a whole different terrain. But from a whole different terrain away, this nigga can sense and pinpoint Sasuke's exact location. Despite the fact that he has not seen Sasuke since fucking that incident of the Orochimaru shit. And you could actually argue that Sasuke's chakra isn't even the same, so the fact that Naruto knew what it was is kinda, you know, kinda different. Cause you know with the curse mark, it changes your chakra and it makes it like more darker, more evil and sinister, even in base.
But they said, but Kaiden already said it was
yeah. Yeah, so like Sasuke's chakra and the fact that he was completely filled with hatred, unlike before, his chakra is way different. So the fact that even though Naruto has not seen this nigga, he knows exactly what his chakra feel like and can sense exactly where he was immediately after going into Sage Mode.
Not even immediately.
No, he went to Sage Mode and he started running towards them. He already knew where they was. And then, not only that, he literally got stabbed by Pain's chakra rods and was able to sense that Pain was not there. No, he didn't.
No, he went into Sage Mode right there.
But no, he went into Sage Mode. Yeah, he felt it.
After.
Yeah, no, because that was when he was pinned down. They stabbed him and he felt the shit. But then when he went into Sage Mode after beating Pain, he took one of the rods and he stabbed himself. Yeah, and he knew exactly where Pain was hiding. So it's like, I think it's kind of bullshit because it doesn't ever seem like the sensory itself. It doesn't seem like a passive ability. I meant like something that you could turn on and off. It just seems like something that's just on. Because even when you look at the toads, like Jiraiya was in Sage Mode, and the toads that was on his shoulder, they using Sage Mode. And Pain,
when you look at Jugo.
Yeah, Jugo shit kind of different. His shit is nature energy, but it's not the same thing as Sage. They don't explain how the fuck it's different, but it's different. Similar, but it's different. So like, Yeah, like it's kind of weird. Like even when you look at niggas like Madara and Kaguya, they also had Sage Mode and
You
Kabuto.
see, now hold on, nigga. You seen Madara with Hashirama Sage mode? That nigga fought
Yeah, he was
seven
literally
beasts in the army blind
and was just
with Sage mode.
dancing around these niggas. It's like, nigga
Nah,
didn't
bro.
even have the Renegade no eyes, like just to save Shinsu. And this nigga was sitting here dodging, pinpoint accurate.
Nigga basically killed Naruto. He killed Naruto and Sasuke with Sage one eye, bro. That's crazy.
No, he didn't even have the. No, yeah, he did have a one eye when he.
Yeah, he did.
No, but when he folded Sasuke the first time, he didn't have an eye.
Yeah.
He was just blind.
Yeah. Nah, but I was so happy when that nigga folded Tobirama.
He threw the shit side.
Dude, that shit out his head.
That nigga disrespectful. Yeah, shot.
That's not nigga. That's not nigga said I should have did that a long time ago, nigga.
Yeah, he was like, "That's for my brother, nigga. This is for Dimitri, stupid." Yeah, but yeah, that's them niggas. They built different. Now, what other group in there you want to rank? You want to rank the other Kage?
Nah, I really don't fucking know the other Kage like shit like that.
I do somewhat.
What do you mean by other Kage? You mean
Like the 5 Kage?
like Shikubu?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like the third right Kage and shit like that. Like
Oh, we can.
Nah,
we
I
can.
can't. Like that ass like.
Yeah, cause like they really don't have too many feats, and the only shit we really see of them is as Edo. We know that the
And
second
really
Tsuchi Kage.
the third Hokage, the third right Kage stronger than all of them. That nigga was boxing the 8 tails.
Yeah, I wanted to say no, but then I looked at how Naruto Shadow Clone pulled up and kind of dealt with the other two quick as fuck. But then with him, it took some time.
That nigga scarred himself, bro. Like the 8 tails didn't do that scar. That nigga did it himself.
I don't know though, cause if you pull up that Genjutsu, second Mizukage, what the fuck was his name?
Oh yeah, you talking about the nigga with the clan?
Yeah, I forget his name. I know his last name is Hozuki. He's in that clan, or he's like the, I don't know. He has something to do with them. Forgot what I think it was Gengetsu or some shit like that. I don't know, but the second
you know what I liked about that? You know what I like about the Hozuki clan? They were the water gun. That water gun is fire. That is so fire, bro.
That man almost killed. That man was finna put Onoki out the game. What the You said, oh, y'all thought y'all was clean. I won't pull out with that fucking super soaker. Wow, your ass is done.
That nigga Suigetsu almost put Sasuke out the game.
Ooh, speaking of Suigetsu and Sasuke,
I think Suigetsu, bro, like they could have made him stronger, bro. Like, cause when they first introduced him, they was like, bro, he nice, like he really nice.
Nah, I feel like they kind of underused him, but he still was nice even later on. Like before, like when they was fighting Killer Bee and he turned into that giant water thing, that nigga was low-key pushing Killer Bee back for a second.
Exactly.
So that nigga was holding off the 8 tails. And then he was also quick enough to block a strike from the Raikage. I mean, it wasn't full power, but still. How many niggas is blocking the... I don't know. I want to say that the low-key, the Raikage get reacted to by a lot of niggas. Minato, Killer Bee, Gaara. Well, nah, because Gaara, he just built different. There's not too many people in the show that just can blitz Gaara. At least not on screen. Like, almost every nigga Gaara fights, he can keep up with. A nigga low-key had Madara on his toes. He was even able to somewhat keep up, like his stand was low-key able to keep up with Sick Pass Madara, just a little bit. Not really, but a little bit. Cause when Minato got his arm tore off by Madara and he kicked him and that Rasengan slapped Kakashi, oh that nigga Gaara caught that nigga Minato. And then he also was tried to put up a wall of sand before that nigga could move. He didn't get the wall all the way up. but he was able to kind of move a little bit. But he did get his shit slapped. Datara, he had that nigga Datara running, and Datara could barely get away.
No, I was Datara at one Batman Village.
Yeah, no, like he had Datara running. Datara couldn't really get away from his sand. And Gaara himself, he was able to block and defend pretty easily. Against Sasuke, when Sasuke was at the 5 Kage summon and he had all that rage boost and shit, he was able to keep up with him and the Raikage with no difficulty. What else? Oh yeah, again, the Madara shit. He was low-key pressing the second Mizukage and the Tsuchikage. And, no, he wasn't fighting the Raikage. That was Temari. See, Temari, she also slept on. She got two of the greatest feats that not many characters can say they got. First of all, yeah, she was the first and only nigga on that battlefield to hit Madara single-handedly. She didn't have the other Kage assisting her in that. He was kind of fighting off some fodder niggas, and she caught him lacking where the other niggas couldn't, even the other Kage niggas. And then she also blitzed the third Raikage. Well, her wind attack did. And she claims to be the strongest wind style user. So other than Naruto, she's the strongest.
On that battlefield.
No, in general. Who else uses wind style that's stronger than her?
Alive?
In general.
Gonzo
is not stronger than Tamari.
Yes, he is.
That man is going to get blitzed continuously. That man Danzo was not faster than any of the Raikages. He wasn't even fast enough to keep up with Sasuke for real. At least until Sasuke exhausted himself out. Even then, if you really want to look at it, remember when Kankuro, Temari, and Gaara all pulled up and they all did that combined attack with Darui and them? Her wind style was keeping up with Gaara's sand. Remember how we was talking about Gaara's sand is quick as shit and how he could keep up with all these people? Yeah. Temari, she really not no joke. I don't see Danzo. I don't think Danzo would beat her. Maybe on paper they would make him do it, but like based off feats, nah, he getting blitzed.
nigga, feats? Nigga, Danzo is murking her.
Feet? What feet do he have? Getting crushed by the Susanoo? Getting blitzed by the arrow?
Izanagi, nigga!
Izanagi is only gonna keep bringing him back to get blitzed again.
Bruh, we don't even know her chakra reserve.
She never shown tired.
Exactly, nigga. She can do like 6 jutsus and that's it.
We never see her run out of chakra. We never even see her mention she was running low on chakra. She was fighting that war the whole time, and no point during that war did she need to stop and heal. No point. I'm done.
She never needed the whole. She never needed the whole triangle.
She don't. Nigga, we talk about Naruto. We seen Naruto run out of chakra. Where she run out? She was fighting the whole time. I'm low-key thinking she might be stronger than Gaara.
Oh, they say Kid, Naruto, and Sasuke versus Gon and Killua.
Kid, Naruto, and Sasuke murking them niggas.
That's what I'm saying.
What depend? We talking about tuning exams or end of part 1?
Tuning.
Tuning, they still.
I think.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I think Killua might have a. Nah, it would take Gon's adult form and Killua using fucking Godspeed, all that shit. And even then, I don't know, cause Killua, he clocks out at a lightning timer, and that's where Team Kakashi was. Now the argument is Sasuke with the Chidori on that same type of timer?
What?
And I'd argue that he might be, because they said that Haku's Ice Mirror Jutsu is light speed. And even though he wasn't going with intent to kill them, he was still moving quick as shit to the point where even Kakashi got blitzed by him. And not only Naruto,
Kakashi never got blitzed by him.
yes, he did. When he tried to hit Zabuza with the Chidori, and Haku was literally about to give up. This was after Naruto went berserk and then shattered through his ice mirrors, and then Naruto was finna kill him because Haku was like, "I give up, you kill me." And then he saw Zabuza was in trouble.
You know now, bro, but you like when you say blitz, I like he was banging on his ass, right?
Oh no, like he blitzed him, like he didn't even perceive that nigga came up. Not only did he run from the other side of the bridge to jump in front of that Chidori, but he also grabbed his arm. like, so like, yeah. Haku.
You know what else I found crazy?
He did it in the war too when he came back as a Neto.
You know what I find crazy? Kakashi was a Jonin at 12.
No, that was 13.
Yeah, 12. 12, 13, same thing.
Man, he's lucky cold. You can't hold him. Alright, this is a question. Who you got winning? Jonin, like 13-year-old Jonin Kakashi with the Sharingan versus Kid Itachi, who was training with Shisui.
I got Kakashi. Because the Itachi that was training with Shisui, like in the forest?
Yeah, the ones that fought when they fought the fucking when they fought that Itachi had the Sharingan.
Yeah, but it was only two.
So yeah, he had the two tomes.
Yeah, I gotta give it to Kakashi.
I don't think Kid Kakashi didn't have 3 tome, did
he? Yes, he did.
Not right away. They skipped it. After Rin died, it just went to Mangekyo. Because when Obito died and gave it to him, he only had 2. Damn, low key. That nigga Obito he kind of got lucky with that one. That man awakened his Sharingan for the first time and skipped 1 tomoe and went straight to 2. And then skipped 3 and went from 2 to Mangekyo. Like, god damn.
It's crazy how strong Hashirama sales is. Like, cause I was watching a Swag Kage video, and that's when this nigga said, this man Obito never showed exhaustion from his eyes once until the end.
Yeah, and that was when the Kaguya shit. Yeah, that's true. See, I agree with Swag Kage and a lot of shit. Like his informational videos where he be explaining shit, I agree with that. But a lot of the time when he do versus battles debates, I do not agree with him a lot of times because he's better when he like researches the shit that he like talk about. But like when he just try to do a versus battle or a debate with somebody, I think he be kind of missing points and shit. Sometimes I agree with him, sometimes I don't. And my friend that I was telling you about when we was arguing and shit, he will ride Swag Kage's meat to the grave. Like he think that man Swag Kage's word is law. And it got so bad to the point where I was arguing him Sakura versus Madara, and I was like, Sakura will wash his ass. And he was like, no, it won't. And he was like, we'll just have to see what Swag Kage got to say about it. And you know what happened? Not even a couple weeks later, this nigga Swag Kage dropped the video, Sakura versus Madara, saying the same thing I did. Except he was really he didn't want to say it, but he like, yeah, Sakura will beat him. I'm like, bro, so you know what I did? I hit that nigga inbox talking shit. I was like, how you feel? You ride this nigga meat to the grave and he said the same shit I told you that you was trying to argue me otherwise. I'm like, no, adult Sakura is washing any form of Madara. The only Madara you could argue beating her is 6-pack. And they was like, so Shin is stronger than Madara. Yes. What are you gonna do? Break the Susanoo with a kunai? Yes. Nigga, that fight is gonna go a lot like how you thought. It sounds retarded, but like when you think about it, look at how Jigen did them niggas. He ain't had no weapons either. This nigga had fucking rods, and he just bust through the Susanoo. Like, yeah, if you have enough raw power, you can just break through the Susanoo. And being that he's up here in the Naruto and Sasuke tier, and Naruto and Boruto, the same ones who in base could keep up with Momoshiki, who's stronger than Kaguya, who's stated by Sasuke and Naruto When she was holding back, they was like, oh yeah, she's in a whole different realm of power than Madara. After they just got done fighting this nigga. And I'm like, yeah, he's not fucking with them. Like, Sakura's punching straight through anything he put up. Like, there's really nothing you could argue for him.
Yeah, nigga, after that bush, I'm leaving the party, nigga.
And she didn't even use 100 healings against him either.
Hey, yeah, nigga. Yeah, when I was...
You really unadded me because of that?
Yeah.
You a bitch. It was really... Bro, he was really pressed about that, wasn't you? Bro, ain't gonna talk about it. But yeah, I do rep Sakura.
She's not beating Madara, bro. She's...
I just explained why he can't do nothing to her.
Well, I'm a non-believer. I'm a non-believer.
Like, okay, name one thing he can do to her that will work.
I don't know. I don't know his abilities. I don't know her abilities. We will never know.
She just punched really hard. She is the epitome of Dragon Ball logic in Naruto. I'm going to punch him really, really hard.
Wait.
And she can heal. Like, a lot. Like, you know how the truth-seeking orbs is supposed to cut off regeneration? She got stabbed by Six Paths Madara's truth-seeking orb, and she healed it. Nigga, even the Edo Tenseis could not heal after getting hit by those. And she just heals it. On top of that, after giving Obito all her chakra, she was still able to dodge one of Kaguya's chakra arms. After Naruto hit her with that Tail Beast Rasen Shuriken Barrage shit. And she went unstable and lost control. Sakura was able to dodge one of them. Then a second one popped out, and that one was finna get her. That was the one that Kakashi saved her from. And then she literally blitzes Kaguya at the end. Where Kaguya blitzed Naruto and Sasuke, she can't even see Sakura right above her. Despite the fact that she has the 10 tails, which grants like a six path shit where you can sense. She has the Sage mode from Madara, and she has the Byakugan. And like I could see it Sakura like through a kunai or some shit. You'd be like, oh, she couldn't see it. No. That tiny ass blind spot in the Byakugan is not finna miss a whole ass person. I'm sorry, there's nothing you can argue for her not being able to keep up with Sakura. Even though she literally just blitzed the shit out of Naruto and Sasuke. They tried to grab her, and she was like, yeah, nah, I'm not going. And she flew up quick as hell. And the only reason they touched her was because Sakura came down and said, look. She jumped out the disappearing Susanoo and she just whacked her shit.
I don't hate Sakura. I really...
Niggas be sleeping though.
She's not beating me, bro. No. I refuse to believe that bullshit, bro. No. Ain't no fucking way, bro.
You ain't gotta believe it, it's still true.
No. I really believe what you want to believe, man.
Shit, nigga, I'm just believing what the paper tell me.
That bitch almost lost a nigga who fucking my Gekyo control fucking ninjutsus. No!
That same nigga also I played Sasuke. Stop it.
That same nigga. Sasuke got fucking... I'm not
Sasuke wasn't at full power, but he still got worked. And Naruto. He stabbed Naruto out too.
Yeah, stabbed Naruto, did he?
Yes, he did. Mm-hmm. He took Sasuke's sword. When he touched Sasuke's sword.
Yeah.
And then he shanked him.
Naruto fucking suck. That show ass, bro. I don't care what nobody say. That show fucking suck, bro.
He did him in. He did him in.
Bro, it's not even that, bro. It's just like that show defeats the fucking purpose of what Naruto is.
A show about ninjas?
Not even that. Nigga, like the fucking power scaling.
Oh yeah, they broke that shit. Low-key, Madara and Hashirama broke it. People like to say it was the Otsutsuki. No, the Otsutsuki just made it worse. Madara and Hashirama really broke it because they was just
Now I'm thinking about it. Madara and Hashirama did break that shit.
Because they was literally just like this tier of power that nobody could reach. The only niggas that was able to reach or surpass that tier of power was any nigga with 6 pounds. To the point where it literally ain't even debatable whether other niggas can actually beat them. The only non-6 pounds nigga in Naruto that would beat or even come close to beating any one of them is Guy. And he has to suicide in the 8 gates to do it.
He's still not doing that shit.
Well, if it was base Madara and Hashirama, yeah, but like more of the 10 tails, yeah. No, like base Madara, he needs the 8th gate. He still has to suicide just to win. It's that bad.
But you know, like, I think Obito was fighting fucking Naruto, B, Guy, and Kakashi.
Oh yeah, he's soloing the 5 characters. Simple as that.
But right, damn, I'm gonna leave the party, nigga. Fuck around, take a nap.
Alright, then. Let's see. Yeah. Oh no. Ew. I hate that shit. That shit gross. Nasty ass shit. But yeah. That was a decent look debating stream. I'm gonna end it right there though. Beep.